beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
You're listening to Where You Live with Gene Sullivan.
Welcome back. I'm Gene Sullivan. This is Where You Live. I'm broadcasting from the True North Painting Studios. The show is brought to you by Extreme Exteriors and American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency. As an American Family agent, Kim believes that there is much more to insurance than the policy itself. It's about providing you with dependable protection and services. Kim believes that trust and credibility can't be demanded. It can only be earned by what you say and what you do. Give her a call at 651-482-1598 and tell her Gene sent you. It's time now to hear from the Minnesota Multifamily Association. The MHA Minute is brought to you by Start to Finish Maintenance Contractors. Start to Finish provides 24-hour service for all your home and business maintenance needs. Call Start to Finish today at 952-259-1219 for your home, for your business, for your peace of mind.
Do you need products to successfully run your rental property business? Interested in a class about fair housing or rekeying locks? Want to use the plain language lease that is used by the majority of rental property owners in Minnesota? Then you should visit mmha.com. That's two M's, mmha.com. That's the website for the Minnesota Multi-Housing Association, the most comprehensive resource in the state for owners of everything from a duplex to hundreds of units, and for townhome and condo associations as well. They've been around for 40 years and put on hundreds of seminars, publish a monthly magazine, sell Attorney General approved leases, and have countless other tools for property owners. While they are a membership organization, all of their resources and seminars and their annual convention and their spring conference and their orientation programs are open to everyone. For more information, visit the website, mmha.com.
I'm talking to attorney Nigel Mendez with Carlson and Associates, and we are going to wrap things up in the last few minutes here. And Nigel, it's been great to have you
I've
on the
enjoyed
show
this
here
talk
today.
a lot.
Let's finish our discussion today. Maybe the most important thing to talk about is how can someone stay out of getting into any entanglement? Because I think that's really what's important here. A lot of people, and I guess I would say this, claims that are made with discrimination cases, I'm thinking more often than not are not because of a blatant act of someone wanting to purposely discriminate and think of someone as inferior, but it happens out of happenstance because they didn't think thoroughly as they should have in how the procedure should have taken place or a word that they should have used or chosen. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. I think, especially in this day and age, it doesn't happen anymore. You know, in the decades ago, you would have blatant discrimination about certain types of people couldn't live here, certain races couldn't live here. Now, I think people understand that that's not an option anymore.
Yeah.
And the discrimination now, I think, is more inadvertent. They're not trying to discriminate, and they're setting up rules that are, being interpreted as being discriminatory. And they're learning. We're all learning. There is no magic pill. There is not one word of advice I could say to avoid a lawsuit, except, make your rules as general as you can. Don't have a rule that says certain people can't do something.
Okay, so you got to make it more general, that make sure that it applies to everyone.
And enforce it universally. You can't have a rule that says, no bicycle riding, and then only send violation letters when you see children riding bicycles. Mm-hmm. That's a problem as well.
Yeah, and a lot of times in an association, and I guess I'm just thinking of experience, you write, as a managing agent, you write a letter because the board asks you to about behavior, and the person comes by and says, you know what, you never, you don't get everybody, so you're just picking on me. And to me, it would be a little bit like, wouldn't it be like the policeman who we know that speeding is against the law, but policemen can't get 100% of everybody that speeds at any given time.
Right. And the board's not an enforcement agency. The management company is not an enforcement agency. They react to infractions they're told about. They're not out there, making sure that no one's riding their bicycle or whatnot. They can only react to what they're told. And if it's not really a good defense to say other people do this as well, unless it's really clear and other board members are doing it and they're not reporting it.
Yeah. And bottom line here, though, is that it is probably always a good idea for the association to be constantly perusing and going through and updating their rules and regulations.
Mm-hmm.
And making sure that things are consistent with their governing documents, make sure that language is consistent with one another, because even something that is ambiguous could be something that someone could take a look at and say, that to me looks like it's open to open to interpretation. What isn't, though, is it's the end of the show. Oh, wow. Thanks there, Chris.
You got it.
I got to go now, folks. Nigel, thanks so much for being a part of today's show.
Thank you, Gene.
Folks, have a great rest of the weekend. We look forward to having you here next Saturday on Where You Live.